evening, everyone, and welcome to the annual Cherry Hill East, Cherry Hill West crosstown rival. This night we'll have the East Cougars against the West Lions in wrestling. In the booth we have Ron Spitz and Mike Wright. The Cougars will come in at 1-1 with a loss to Pennsauken Tech and a win Wednesday night.
Cherry Hill West comes in with a 2-2 record, having lost to Washington Township this past Wednesday. Their other loss came to number 7 ranked in South Jersey, Delran, with victories over Cinnaminson and Cherokee. Who's your 3-pounder, buddy? Who's your 3-pounder? The 103-pound match tonight's going to be between Jeff DeYoung of Cherry Hill East, who has a 0-0 record, just cut down for this match. And from West, it's going to be Brian Lockwood, whose record is 0-1.
DeYoung's a junior.
Jeff DeYoung is a junior. Brian Lockwood is a freshman. DeYoung just went for his singles, bringing it up the body. Brian Lockwood is countering with the whizzer, and they're going out of bounds. Jeff DeYoung goes in after another single. He's got his head to the outside, which is going to make it pretty easy to get a crossface if Brian goes for it. Brian's countering with an arm through the crotch to the ankle. He's coming around, cutting around on the single trying for a 2-point takedown. Brian's sitting out trying for a switch. He probably won't get that one as long as Jeff DeYoung controls his wrist on the far side.
Just under a minute left in this first period.
DeYoung's trying to run a half, but up. Brian counters with a Peterson. No control yet. Up. He sat through in an iron cross.
We see Jeff DeYoung clearly with the advantage in this first period.
Might have an injury there to Brian's shoulder.
We see DeYoung talking to the coaches on the sidelines. Seeing DeYoung in school today, he had to lose 6 pounds, and you could clearly tell in his body that he was way undernourished and was not ready for this match. But on the contrary, we see him very ready and taking the advantage with 35 seconds left in this first period.
Brian's trying for a sit-out, going for that switch and a headhunt. He may get it there. Didn't clear his inside arm. He's trying to get that single, but until he actually faces him, he's not going to have too much luck with it. Wait a minute, 2-point reversal. Brian's not riding on the hip, though. It's going to get him in some trouble there.
So we'll start the second period here with 5 for East and 2 for West.
DeYoung has chosen bottom. He's trying to get the escape points or the reversal points and then ride out the period. Brian's trying to run that half. but Jeff just got to the front. He's trying to go with a single All-American, change off to a double. Back heel trip, 2-point reversal.
What's the kid from this? What's his last name?
Lockwood.
DeYoung starts from the top.
Bryan tries a stand-up switch. Can't get it. He's running a nice half, DeYoung there, almost a full Nelson.
Trying to flip Lockwood over there, unsuccessful. Trying to do it again. Almost down their shoulders, but not quite close enough.
Let me say something about his older brother. His older brother played after here and won with the district champ. Lockwood's a pretty familiar name to Cherry Hill West Wrestling, having had two older brothers here. Bryan's just a freshman.
Getting DeYoung down on the shoulders.
Headlock. He's trying to squeeze that headlock.
Doesn't have total control yet.
That's one of his moves, is the headlock. He favors. He got that from his older brother, Sean. 3 backs.
Jeff DeYoung just got himself out of a very dangerous situation.
What I was saying was Bryan's older brothers, Sean and Kevin. Sean just graduated in 1990, was a district champion for Cherry Hill West.
Lockwood moves up the score in the second period, 8-7 with 2 seconds left. Both players walking around, catching their breath. Getting ready for the final 2 seconds of this period. DeYoung shoots, and that'll be the end. The end of the second period will be East 8, West 7.
Lockwood takes down here in the third period, which is a good scoring position in that you can get, like I said last period, the reversal points plus the riding.
For this final period, DeYoung will start from the top.
Bryan tries to sit out. He's turning in. DeYoung is riding well, though.
DeYoung trying to hook the ankle. Spinning around. This is lifts him over, but doesn't get the shoulders down.
The lightweights at West, the 103-pounders are both, there are 2 very good 103-pounders that are both freshmen. So it's an up-and-coming team as far as in the lighter weights. The other wrestler is Chris Staniak, who came out from Carusi, who was the first wrestler in Carusi history to actually go undefeated for 2 years. There's a stalling call on East, Jeff DeYoung.
A minute and 13, the score did not change. Still East 8, West 7.
The coach, Tommy Nugent from East, is asking to discuss the match with the referee over at the scoring table, which gives the wrestlers an opportunity to catch their breath.
So he'll come back with a minute 13. DeYoung takes the top. Whistle blows and they're wrestling.
The match
DeYoung hooks the
resumes.
crash.
Bryan can get himself in a lot of trouble reaching back for the head like that.
DeYoung spins around.
he's riding that half, and to his credit, he does have a pretty decent half. He's just unable to turn Brian.
Tries to flip him over, but has the neck down, but not the shoulders.
He's trying for a stack there. Throws his right leg in. Oh, boy. Brian reaches back
Young
for
is
the
in
head.
a tight situation with almost the shoulders down. He's got to try to spin out of
Brian
this one.
reverses it with a headlock. He's got to sit through
Doesn't have
on that
complete
to
power
get
yet.
the pin. He's got to
Young
sit
is very
through.
close from being pinned.
That
About
could be
20
it.
seconds left.
That right there should be the pin. He's got to squeeze
Young's trying
that.
to stall.
He's got to keep going towards the head on that. Cut off the oxygen. Arches back.
We got 5 seconds left, and it doesn't look like he can pull off the pin. But he is winning by 1. And Lockwood will take that match with a 9-8 win. Or make that 12-8.
It's a hell of a first match.
Brian Lockwood gets his first varsity win, one of which he'll have many through the years, being only a freshman.
DeYoung will go 0-1, but a very impressive first match for him.
Who's that? Alon and
Achilles Alon's coming out for... Achilles Alon wrestling for East at 112 against Tom DePaul, who is also only a freshman from West.
Like Lockwood for West, we have the Alon name for East with his brothers Alfred and Alex coming before him. But we'll see Achilles trying to make a name for himself as he'll take the top.
He's riding the cross-arm trap on Tom DePaul, trying to work it into a tilt. To Tom's credit, he keeps moving. Oh, he's in deep now.
Achilles coming close to the pin. Doesn't
He's got to readjust that half, so it's a little bit deeper just to get the fall. Tom's fighting, but he's pretty much in a lot of trouble. Just under a minute left in this period. I don't know if Tom can fight that long. He's doing a pin at 114.
And Alon will take that match with a convincing pin.
It's a lot of understandable emotion on this East-West rivalry. Now, Randy Goldberg's going to wrestle. I'm not sure. These are twins.
This will be Martin of the Jensen brothers.
Martin goes after him pretty aggressively. Randy has shown a lot of improvement in this past year since last year, though.
Martin Jensen coming out very convincing, pushing his opponent out of bounds twice.
Randy lowers his level, shoots it on a single. Can't do anything with it there, though. Goldberg's getting himself in a lot of trouble with reaching for his shots.
What year are you in? Is this the guy that beat? Is this the Jensen that beat him last year? In a JV match, like 13-5. This is.
I believe that last year in a JV match, Martin did beat Randy by a major decision. Martin from East.
We see Jensen trying to get low using his leg strength against his opponent, which the East coaches pressure on their players doing.
Randy's getting in trouble every time he reaches for that shot. He hasn't gotten a takedown yet because Randy's staying on his feet. If Jensen were to take that to the mat, it would be 2 points. While we have this intermission, the coach from Cherry Hill West, the ref is talking to, is Kevin Castagnola, a second-year coach for West. Has 2 new assistants this year with Don Kohlhaas retiring. The new assistants are Sean Redman and Aaron. Jensen's in deep
speed
on a double. Gets the takedown.
Jensen shows his great speed advantage in that series, as he'll take the top with 35 seconds left in the first.
Jensen's got a nice tight ride on Goldberg. Goldberg's got to make some moves or could get caught for a stalling call. He's got a half there. He's trying to run, but Randy comes to his feet. Jensen's trying to work that crotch trap.
Four seconds left in this first period. Jensen up 3-0. As he takes the top, whistle blows, and the period's over.
After the first period, Jensen leading 3-0. Goldberg's got to be a little happy with himself, having lost to Jensen last year by a good margin.
This time, Jensen will be on the bottom for a change.
Randy gives up the 1 there.
The score might not show it, but Jensen has a big lead on his opponent.
You got an East, huh? You can never tell.
What's that?
Score might not show it, but that's the big lead.
Randy gets called for stalling there. He's backing away much too much. He's got to go after his opponent. Goes for a shot there. He's trying for a headlock throw. He's got to get his hips. Good effort. They should be wrestling in the center of the mat. Randy leads them back. This is where Randy may be just a little bit stronger, not letting Jensen take him down in bounds in his hips. Randy also plays soccer for West.
And on the other part, Jensen also plays soccer for East.
Talk about a coincidence.
Randy has got to do more shooting, or he may get hit for another stalling call, which would be a point at this point.
Jensen trying to hook the legs.
Didn't get the 2 because of the boundaries. Goldberg's got to be a little more aggressive if he wants to take control of the match. Both men called for stalling. Goldberg gets penalized the point.
This time Goldberg trying to get low.
Working the tie-up, but he's reaching far too much, giving Jensen the opportunity for the spin behinds. Didn't quite get the takedown there. There it is. Score is 7-0.
Jensen over the top, trying to flip his opponent over. Ref looking for the two shoulders, but then Goldberg switches right out of it.
Randy trying to stand up.
We'll have 2 seconds left in the second period, as Goldberg will be on bottom.
What Coach
Jensen grabs
Castagnola,
on top.
what Coach Castagnola wants Randy to do there is try a quick stand up for one.
Hey, he's got a good point for you to bring up. Coach Jensen tries to incredibly hard and lock up with him really makes a big difference. And that's probably why he's pushing Randy all over the place besides with his stick. He's incredibly hard hit.
I'll do that when the other brother comes on.
I'll let you do that. I'm not saying he's got to.
Randy trying to stand up. He's got to clear his arm through the inside and create more space, or he's never going to escape.
See Jensen take the top here with a 9-0 lead.
What he's signaling now is the freestyle start, which is an international, which usually means he's going to let the wrestler up and try for a 2-point takedown, giving up the 1-point escape. Goldberg's backing away again. He's going to get hit with another stalling if he's not careful. Randy's got to make steps forward in order to avoid the stalling calls. As long as Jensen initiates the shooting, he's going to get penalized.
What do you think?
No idea what to say.
You think I got a career as far as this broadcasting goes?
Wrestling.
Quit my day job. 2-point takedown for Jensen.
Jensen with the obvious strength advantage in this match, pushing Goldberg out of bounds a lot of times.
Jensen going for the 2-point takedown. Again, obviously feels he's got control on his feet. Goldberg's got to make, if he doesn't make a shot this time, he may be called for stalling. There it is. Goldberg makes a shot, but again overextended himself, putting him in trouble and leaving himself open for Jensen to shoot on. Jensen taps and goes underneath. Randy fight it off on the edge. There's going to be no points there.
We'll have about 34 seconds left in this third period with Jensen up 12-1.
Get into this. Never get it. Never get it.
Jensen goes low and knocks Goldberg out of balance once again.
Randy's got to shoot here. Jensen with the sprawl and spin behind for two. Scores now 14-1. If
Jensen hooks that left leg around Goldberg's ankle, which makes him immobile.
Goldberg with a 2-point reversal. Making the score 14-3 with 4 seconds left.
Goldberg takes the top.
Up next
we'll have
for
about a second left.
Locked hands called with 2 seconds left on Goldberg. Makes the score 15-3. Kyle Young is wrestling now for Cherry Hill West. Is one of the premier wrestlers in South Jersey. A returning regional champ. Gone to states his last 2 years.
And this will be the next Alon brother. This time it's Alfred.
Last year, Kyle secured a pin over Alfred at some point, I believe in the first or second period. So Alon would probably be out looking for revenge. Kyle Young also is one of the premier runners in South Jersey, going to states and cross country just this fall.
I think this is going to be a match decided on leg strength. Both players have the very strong legs. They have strong upper bodies too, but I think this one's going to be decided by who's got the stronger legs.
This one's going to be decided by a point in the second period.
Kyle giving up a 2-point takedown. Alfred immediately putting on the crotch trap, trying for a tilt. This could be an upset.
Look at the speed showed by Alon.
Kyle trying for the Peterson, switches off to a switch, and he gets one for an escape.
Alon also a gymnast under Coach Lou Franken. And he placed in the state rings competition.
Kyle shoots in on a single, Alon blocking it well. There's a timeout on the mat. Alon has 2 minutes to be able to resume wrestling, or have to default the match. Although they're just taping his toes, so I don't think that's going to come into play here.
What's his injury? Oh,
Trainers looking like they're taping Alon's foot there. Alon comes in shaking off. We see Young trying to get low on Alon.
Kyle doing a lot of changing his level, trying to get in on Alon.
Alon gets low and grabs that grip around the leg. but Young spins out of it.
Kyle Young showing a little fire, pushing him out of bounds there. He's got to watch that. The ref talking to him now. A lot of that, I think, comes from the rivalry just between East and West. Young is unable to score as they go out of bounds.
At the end of the second, at the end of the first, we'll have a 2-1 lead by Alon. As I mentioned earlier, this match is going to be decided by the leg strength. We saw they tried to lock up earlier, and Alon was just pushed off and beaten by Young with the
Kyle
obvious
Young escapes with a stand-up.
Upper body strength.
More than likely, Alon doesn't want to do too much tying up with Kyle. Kyle hits a duck under, immediately works in for a tilt. He's got that leg crossed over, trying to put him to his back in a Navy. Able to do that, but it's just a continuation. What I was saying was, as far as the tie-up goes, Young is a very good thrower and very strong on his feet. He's pulling him into the center of the mat right here.
Young there just trying to drag Alon back in.
Another injury time for no. Score is 4-2 at this point. Young's favor.
Young will take the top and flips Alon over.
West is probably looking for at least a major decision on this match in order to keep the score close going into the heavier weight. The overall team score right now is 10-3.
We just saw Young's knee on the back of Alon's thigh, which would keep him immobile and not able to move there. So then Young could try a different move and try to get his shoulders down.
Right here, Kyle keeping Alon's ankles spiked so that he is unable to do too much moving.
So we see that leg wrapped around Alon's legs right there. That'll make him not able to stand up.
A lot of fans feeling they're stalling here. But at that point, both wrestlers are really unable to do too much.
And then again, they are fans and not referees.
That's no problem. I'm fine.
Kyle working he's got a half and he's trying to pump handle it over. Trying to pull Alon in bounds. He is fired up for this match. He wants more than a decision.
Alon looks a little hurt there. Starting to readjust his headgear.
Alon has a possible groin injury here that's just been made aware of.
And he'll try to sink out of this second period with only 16 seconds left. And he is being tossed and turned by Young.
Kyle going for a far side cradle there with 8 seconds left. It's not going to get a pin, but a couple back points would be nice. As he rolls it through with 2 seconds left, just able to get 2 back points.
Young grabbed some points there, but was not effective in getting Alfred Alon down while he was injured. Can see the pain on Alon. See how he's tired, so we're going to see Young try to take advantage of that and use his speed to try to win.
That's
Well, he gets
Kyle
him on
going for a
shoulders.
stack there. He might be able to secure the pin here. He's got to figure for the head if he's able to do it. It's going for a half now.
He's getting the shoulders down.
There it is. That could be it. Right, he's trying for the pin. He's got the bar and the pin.
And he gets the pin.
That makes the score 10-9, still in East favor.
That'll be the first win for West for Young.
I'll find my money and I'll be fine. Get me a soda or something. Todd Updike. Against, this is another Jensen, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Which one's this?
This will be the other part of the Jensen twin brothers. This time we'll have Andrew.
This is also a rematch of a JV match last year in which the two fought to a 2-2 draw, if my memory serves me right.
Both Jensen brothers have shown that they have tremendous speed.
Todd in on a double leg trying to trip, but Jensen counters well with a whizzer. One thing about Todd this year, he's gotten a lot bigger, and it's not fat because he's also improved his strength greatly. They're going to the center of the mat where Todd shoots again. I wish he'd come down here. Andrew bringing Todd back to the center of the mat. I think Updike would want to keep the match in the center of the ring, so it's of the mat rather, where it's a lot easier to score points instead of having to fiddle with the lines. Jensen goes for the collar tie-up. Todd's in on a single leg. He's unable to keep his feet in bounds on the takedown.
It's all right. Players locking up with the heads. They'll move back to the middle.
Use the water fountain. I was getting a little horse there too.
Jensen goes for the legs.
Jensen gets a two-point takedown there, right on the edge.
Flipped his legs out from underneath him and just knocked him down, grabs the 2 points.
Todd trying for the stand-up there. He's going to go for a switch. He's got the leg. He's got it. No, he doesn't have the leg.
This will move back to the middle with about 6 seconds left in this first period.
Once again here, what Updike wants to do is try to get a quick one-point escape because there's not really too much you can do with 6 seconds left. He wants to try the stand-up. Jensen rides very well on the hip, though.
That'll be the end of the first period. 2-0 Jensen.
Todd Updike, having the choice in the second period, deferred his choice to Jensen, who takes down.
See Jensen on the bottom now.
On the end of black.
White shirt?
Huh?
White shirt?
Black and the black boots, black pants. That's nice on the field goal. Very nice on the West End. Want to be on TV? Announcer.
Jensen back on the bottom.
Todd still riding, wants to break Jensen down to the mat. He escapes. Jensen's obviously upset there.
Slaps himself in the head there, says, hey, that can't be happening. We'll go back to the middle. Jensen on the bottom again.
Todd's trying for a back heel trip there to bring him back to the mat. Jensen obviously has a very good stand-up. Todd's riding the near ankle. Stays behind, is trying to do the breakdown. Gives up a reversal on the lines.
Jensen will take two there for a reversal. This time we'll have Todd on the bottom.
Hey, can I read my fish trivia on the end? Come on.
I don't think so.
Todd's being ridden out very well by Jensen. He's got a good tight waist on, going for the half there. Todd trying to work a base up Dyke.
You on Messi's? And you're right. Drive it.
Updike trying to sit out, turn in, still being ridden very well by Jensen, who's going for a crossface, trying to lift the leg in Turk. Updike isn't stalling here. He is trying to work a base and get out, but Jensen apparently is a very good rider.
Hooks his left shoulder there.
If Jensen's not careful and doesn't get out to the side, he may be called for stalling with the 2-on-1.
Just a couple seconds left in this period, and it's going to end.
In the third period, Todd Updike takes standing, which is partly due to the point that he could not do much on the bottom against Jensen. It's a 4-0 Jensen lead at this point from East.
Yeah, you gotta be better than Chip on Channel 2. You ever heard her? She's the worst.
Todd picking up a single, he wants to trip it to the inside. He gets the takedown right on there. It's a new rule as far as that goes. Your opponent does not have to be in bounds when taken down if you can keep at least both your toes in, all 10 of your toes.
Jensen's stretching there, trying to get more air, trying to catch his breath.
Jensen with another good stand-up. Scores 5-2. I'm not sure that Updike isn't better off on his feet at this point, though, being that's where he scored his only 2 points. And conditioning could come in as a factor at this point, with West conditioning being very good. I don't know what kind of conditioning program East has.
Players lock up there.
Stalling called on Jensen. 1 minute left in the match. Updike shoots again. At this point, if Jensen does not make a shot soon, may be called for stalling as Todd brings him back to the center of the mat.
Go ahead.
Jensen with nothing yet. A 2-point takedown.
Jensen looking for the pin.
Maybe some back points there. He's got the leg hook.
Listen to these East fans.
He rolls, so that could be potentially dangerous there with the back being put in a bad position.
Referee getting position in there,
It was
looking
hit.
for both shoulders down.
Jensen's got that pretty tight. It's a pretty interesting ride. Score right now is 7-2, probably make that 10-2, which would be a 4-point East decision. Mr. Frank?
Get the hell out. The music's going crazy. Oh, look at that.
Jensen scores a surprising major decision, which makes the score 14-9. West has got to get some points here. This is one of the feature matchups of the night, putting Dave Ulmer of Cherry Hill West a second in the districts last year against Jeff Weismer from East.
Second place,
I just found that Weismer had a second place in the Hunterton Central tournament earlier this year. Takes Ulmer down. Weismer's put on a lot of weight wrestling at 135 this year, coming up from only 119 last year. Ulmer trying for a reversal. He's got to keep facing Weismer in order to do something with that leg.
So you went from 119 to 135.
Some people would make us wonder how Weismer gained that much weight.
He's got the arm bar in there. Pretty tight. He's putting Ulmer to his back, which might be considered by some a surprise.
Weismer's trying to hook that thigh around the neck.
He's
Unsuccessful.
He's got the back points there. He should have 3 back points. Weismer also did a lot of extracurricular wrestling this summer in the AAU freestyle tournaments. Still riding that bar. Ulmer's got to work a base and take the pressure off of his shoulder.
Weismer definitely trying to take advantage of his upper body strength.
He's running a bar and a half there. If he wanted to make that effective, he would have to tilt it back into himself and try to stack Ulmer at this point. Though he's trying to run the bar now.
Weismer strikes early with a 5-0 lead at the end of this first period.
Strikes, that's another one of those broadcasting words. Strikes. One of those things that have great TV words. Yeah. And emotion in it. Strikes, like when you call them things like strikes and.
Weismer's looking for a crotch trap ride there. Bring it back into a tilt.
Flips his opponent over.
Dave Allman.
Ulmer last year when he took second in the districts was seeded 7th. So he's an excellent postseason wrestler. He gets one for an escape there. Weismer's leaving himself open for an ankle pick there. Ulmer's been unable to take advantage of it.
Both players trying to get low.
There, he's trying for that ankle. He's got it. He's got to finish the trips, though. He gives up a point takedown. Weismer puts the half in on the right side.
East coach Tom Nugent yelling to Weismer, telling him, don't stop.
He runs the half over, but runs it over out of bounds.
Was that a good way of saying out of bounds without TV emotion? I'm telling you. I'm going to make a career of this.
Ulmer trying for a stand-up switch there is unable to get it. Weismer working that crotch trap. You see a lot more schools using that crotch trap this year. Delran uses it a lot. Ulmer's called for stalling with 3 seconds left in the period.
That'll be the end of the second, and Weismer bounces up his lead by 7-1.
Although the lead is 7-1, Ulmer does have a flair for the dramatics, having won a lot of matches in the third period with cradle pins. Trying to stand up, reaching up, he's got one for neutral. Tries that ankle pick again. He may get 2 points off of it this time. Weismer locking up the crotch.
Weismer just using that upper body strength to its maximum.
Ulmer trying to work the double now. Brings it to his feet. He should score here. Weismer using his hips very well. A 2-point takedown for Ulmer as Weismer went for the throw.
And all of a sudden, this is just a 3-point match.
He's going for that cradle that I mentioned.
They'll go out of bounds with 1:06 left in the third.
I can't do that. I'm a coach. I'm just talking.
See Ulmer getting on top there. Weismer hooks the thigh.
Come on.
Dave trying for that cradle. He's a little high, though. He's very high, actually, as Weismer just pops his head up. Ulmer's got to keep his hips up, which is what he's trying to do. Should reach back for the reverse half. 35 seconds left. It's a 7-4 East lead with Weismer having the lead. Ulmer trying that half. He's got to look for the stall there, as Weismer hasn't made an aggressive move lately.
Weismer close to a pin there, got back up, now he's back down.
Here comes that stalling call, I think. There it is. Only 8 seconds left. That's a point, but it won't be enough.
We'll have about 3 seconds left.
Stalemate.
Okay. So what is that? What's that thing?
Means that they're like, nobody's getting anywhere, so they start fresh.
So after the stalemate call, we'll have Weismer on bottom. Ulmer will take the top with 2 seconds left. And nothing happens. Weismer takes the match.
That makes the overall team score 17-9, which isn't looking too good for West at this point, being they are giving up the heavyweight with a forfeit. Wrestling for West now is Jason Conley.
For East, I think we're going to see Paul Walker.
Conley immediately in on a single, trying to switch off to a double. Get the takedown. He gets, not yet. He's got the 2-point takedown, trying to work the half. A snapback. He's going for a far side cradle there. He brings it over, but it's a continuation. As they both roll.
Players rolling out of bound there. What's West's name?
Jason Conley.
Conley takes the early 2-0 lead. Walker on the bottom. Walker tries to use his upper body strength a lot.
Conley working the half there. Trying to bring him to his back with a half, but he's keeping his outside leg up, which makes that very difficult. Walker with a 1-point escape as they go out of bounds. Conley trying to throw out of bounds. Conley in on the single again. Pretty sloppy, but he got the takedown out of it.
We'll take two. Moves up to 5-1.
Reason I say it was sloppy was that he rolled through his back. You should never expose your back to the mat. He's working a bar arm now. Single arm bar. He's going for the pin with it. He's trying to figure for the head.
Look how he wraps his thigh around Walker's neck.
He's going for a far side cradle now. He should be awarded the 3 back points.
And he is. That moves it up to 7-1.
He's a what?
He's an attitude.
Like he's good?
No, attitude.
Like he's good?
Why? Walker sits out. Conley follows behind. Conley hits a snapback. Can't quite get it though as Walker comes up and goes and gets a takedown almost. But Conley holding on with his very long arms.
Looking to
he's
pin
got.
Walker. But that'll be the end of the first. Conley up 7-1. Conley up 7-2.
Sure.
Good time editing.
Curse words, just make them. Come on, how do you know? I bet I can put more in here. Let's let these people talk.
Conley trying for the crossface cradle again, gives it up, working the cross arm.
Almost had Walker down on the shoulders there. Walker looks like he's tired.
No, he wasn't. He was up around 125.
I think it was 25. Yeah, because he wrestled district for 25. Conley has that half in again. Conley gets high and puts himself in a little trouble as
Players locked
Walker
up.
escapes.
Separate. Conley goes low. Walker using his speed there. He picks up two.
Conley faces. Right now the score is 7-5 in case you've lost track in Conley's favor. He's in on a double, but he's got to get tighter. He gets the 1-point escape. Score is 8-5, Cherry Hill West.
Conley goes low again.
He wants to bring that up and try to go out the back door, but Walker's figure forward the head. Walker trying to find the head and work on Conley's head. Get behind for a 2-point takedown as he does have the ankle. Conley fighting to hold on to the other leg on the other hand and not give up the 2-point takedown.
And that'll end the second. Conley up 8-5. He was up 7-1 one time in the period, but Walker picked up 4 points, makes it 8-5.
There's an injury timeout for something here. Walker is hurt as John Laird, the trainer at Cherry Hill West, goes over to check on the situation.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
What the hell? I'm having a ball. Oh, it's your first time doing this? Oh, yeah. He just pulled me off the floor. You want to talk on me? Oh, what the?
Walker's going to take the inner. Now he's going to just start on top. Conley trying to stand up. Walker stays low, not letting him get the escape here in the third period.
Walker will start on the top as Conley stands up and is knocked back down.
Conley's got to move off bottom and try to get the major decision for West here as they do trail in points 17-9. He gets the 2-point, not yet. He's got to work that whizzer off his shoulder to get the 2-point reversal.
Conley almost getting Walker down for a pin. Not close enough, though.
That's a 1-point escape, making the score of the match 8-5. 9-5. Conley wants to score 4 points for his team here, so West can climb within 17-13. Stalemate.
How are you going to end in stalemate from your feet?
Conley goes for the outside single. He's got to get in deeper on the hip.
Walker has Conley down, but unfortunately on the wrong side.
Conley blocking Walker with his toes, actually. Is unable to keep it for too long as Walker gets the 2-point takedown. Score now is 9-7. 20 seconds left in the bout.
We see Walker in desperation trying to get him down. Just about 10 seconds left in this third period.
No change in position yet. Conley's got to get in deeper, but with 3 seconds left, it's pretty irrelevant.
And that's going to end. Conley wins the match 9-7.
The overall team score right now is 17-12 East lead. As I believe Chris Sherwin will now wrestle Mike Levitz from West. That
Their brother.
Oh, okay. Because Levitt, goes to east.
Yeah, Mike goes to West.
Levitt started wrestling more than just quick this year.
oh, did he?
See Sherwin, one of the tougher kids at East, trying to get low.
On the other hand, Levitz is a first-year varsity wrestler at West, but this summer did attend camp at Iowa under Dan Gable. He's one of the Olympic greats for the United States. Shoots it on a single, gets in pretty deep. One thing about Sherwin, you don't want him on top of you because he's a heck of a cradle wrestler.
Sherwin will pick up 2 points there for a reversal. That'll be a takedown, rather.
He's working that arm bar, but Levitz works that free. And here comes that cradle I was mentioning earlier.
Flips him over, looking
Levitz
for the
in a
pin.
lot of trouble right there.
And Sherwin gets the pin. Listen to these East fans. They're rocking tonight.
Time of the pin there was 109. Now wrestling for West is one of the team captains, who's John Papineri. One thing about Papineri is that he is one of the more exciting wrestlers on the team, if not in South Jersey. You might be looking at a forfeit to him now, though, as I don't think East really wants to wrestle him. As all three coaches, Nugent, Lou Frank, and Kevin Castagnola, go to meet at the referee table.
This is a fall.
East leading 23-12.
West needs to make up a lot of points here because, as I said earlier, they are forfeiting heavyweight.
What is the 152?
It's what they weigh. Although West may counter with a move of their own, bringing Bob Supio up from JV to wrestle at 152, bump Papineri to 60, and wrestle John Tisa at 71 and have a heck of a matchup with Bill Ferrari against Craig O'Neill from Easton, the closer.
It's Mike Carnes, just called up from JV in Australia.
This is also a JV wrestler, Mike Carnes, a freshman, wrestling Bob Supio from West. Bobby has got to be excited, having his first varsity match of this year. Switches off to a double, tries for a back heel trip, takes him to
Barnes
his
thrown down.
a takedown. West showing a little strategy, putting in a 45-pound JV kid and a 52 varsity. One thing about Coach Castagnola is he does love the paper aspect of the sport and working things out before the match ever happens, being ready for any possible encounters. As Supio goes for the half now. He may
Trying to
get
flip
the
Carnes
pin
over.
here.
Looking close for the
Changes to
pin.
a reverse half. We got to watch the hands on the face there. East wrestler may be penalized. Bob has got to switch to the headlock and sit through. He's got to arch his back. Either that or plant his head to the mat. If Bob plants his head.
Carnes is being very tough in keeping those shoulders up. And he flips back over.
3 near fall points for Supio. And obviously some injury time to the East wrestler.
We mentioned before in an earlier match that we thought we saw Paul Walker hurt, and now we see him sitting down with a bag of ice on his elbow.
Once again, the trainer from West, John Laird, over there immediately to do whatever he can to help this situation.
Cover your mic real quick. Steve! Steve! I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
Come back with 22 seconds left in the first.
Supio trying to ride out Carnes. Bobby, if nothing else, is being very aggressive. Supio's choice, which he defers.
Supio comes out with a 5-0 lead in the end of the first. I was going to ask what his name is. Carnes on the bottom.
Supio working that cross wrist. He may be working for a crotch trap here, which he's not doing. What he wants to do here is plant his left elbow to the mat in front of Carnes' head and force that arm out to maybe work a ratchet. Going for a far side cradle here. He's got to put his knee in the back and just sit back.
Carnes will go on the bottom. Supio coming around the top.
Supio working for that crotch trap once again.
Players spinning around.
Carnes has got to work a base or risk being called for stalling here as he grabs Supio's leg. Supio trying to work for a butcher there, but he's in pretty tight, and the stalemate is called.
This is a blast.
Supio throws Carnes down, trying to pull his arm out from beneath him, and he does.
I believe Carnes is called for stalling there as Supio's being much more aggressive. This is Carnes' first varsity match, and a lot of times jitters will take place, and that is why he's not very aggressive.
We saw Carnes' headgear fall off, and then he just took it and threw it out of bounds while he was still wrestling.
This is tough. Always wanted to do this. This is Mike Wright for ABC Sports. What do you think? You like that? I can do other impressions.
See Carnes on the bottom again. Supio grabs him around the back of the knee.
Trying for that cradle again. He's got to rock it back. He can't score with it there. There he
Carnes
goes.
close to being pinned. Saved by the bell.
No back points, not enough time. Coach Kevin Castagnola having a problem with the ref about something there. As Supio takes down with the score 5-0.
Carnes grabbing around the leg. Allows Supio to
Bobby
stand
trying
up.
to cut through on that stand-up. East called for stalling. 1 point for Bob Supio of West. 2 matches. West does. Now this is Dave Peschel from Cherry Hill West wrestling.
Jeff Kelmer from East. I like that.
Dave Peschel in on a single leg. Dave Peschel also, like Ulmer and is a cradle wrestler. Dave Peschel's West normally is their 60-pounder, so he's making a weight jump here, trying to get some points. It's going to come down to the feature match against Bill Ferrari and Craig O'Neill. Yeah, I know.
Kelmer grabbed around the waist, trying to shake it off.
Bill Ferrari is a second-place finisher in districts last year. I don't recall Craig O'Neill standing in districts.
What's he doing there? I don't recall standing in districts.
Kelmer grabs her arm around the neck.
Dave Peschel with almost a 2-point takedown if he can pop the head.
You see Kelmer down low.
Dave Peschel, like special without the S.
Peschel from West. Grabbing Kelmer.
Peschel going for that cradle from his feet.
Oh,
He's able to get it. We could be looking at
almost has
6.
Kelmer for the pin.
Dave has got to
Kelmer
keep
trying
that
to get out of it, and then
He's got to roll that back.
got him down.
3 seconds left. He
And
gets
that's
the
a pin
pin
for
with
West.
2 seconds. It's going to come down to the 189 bout between Bill Ferrari and Craig O'Neill. Can you hear me at all?
West has just gone ahead by 2 points.
Billy Ferrari here needs at least a major decision for a tie.
And here it is, the match of the night, the match that will decide this meet. We see Craig O'Neill for East.
Oh boy. Ferrari is a 71-pounder for West, and both have got to have their emotions going a mile a minute. Billy Ferrari, as in the car. Come on, Billy! They can edit that. Yeah, we need a 4-point decision. If we get a tech with Craig O'Neill's touch, a real touch.
You see O'Neill, those thick legs, strong legs.
Bill Ferrari going for the throw right off the bat. He is excited. I'm sure Craig O'Neill's got a lot of emotion also. A lot of fans cheering on both sides, East and West. This is what it's all about, crosstown rivalry.
O'Neill not giving up.
Bill Ferrari with a headlock, can't finish the throw, gives up a 2-point
O'Neill
takedown.
trying to get him down on his shoulders.
He's got an arm bar in on Ferrari. Ferrari trying to step up with the outside leg and face O'Neill. Keep in mind that West is forfeiting heavyweight. West needs a major decision to win the overall match. East has just got to keep it close here.
O'Neal up 2-0.
All fans on both sides of the gym are going crazy.
O'Neal take the top now.
JV wrestlers from West even are on the bench. Billy Ferrari trying to stand up. He gets the escape. No, he did not get the escape.
O'Neal just threw Ferrari down there. Made him go out of bounds onto the basketball court. Got to be careful of that. That's a very hard surface, and I don't see anybody injured.
What are they chanting, Billy?
The fans are chanting Billy. Everybody in the West Gymnasium on West Side is really pulling. As no points there. There's an anticipation on both sides of the wrestlers. All wrestlers are going nuts. East fans are now stamping their feet on the bleachers.
Place. Go wild.
Billy with a stand-up is unable to get it. O'Neal is just riding at this point. Billy trying to step through. They go out of bounds. Ferrari wants that escape bad.
O'Neal come from the top.
Caution on East for having his hand up in the tight waist. Moved his hand. It's a caution against East.
I call it like it is.
Bill trying to clear his waist.
O'Neal gets right back up and goes to the middle of the circle.
Both wrestlers are wrestling very well at this point. Ferrari trying to escape. Has got to create more space between him and O'Neal if he wants the point. Chant for Billy goes up again for Billy Ferrari, who is also one of West's captains. Bill trying for the stand-up again. He's trying to high leg over with the half whip. I don't think he's going to get that move. I think his best thing was to stay with the stand-up. There's a kind of anticipation in the gym of something happening one way or the other. This caution is on East again. That is the second caution on Craig O'Neal.
O'Neal's got to be careful about that.
Not this year. Not this year. It changed, Joanne. Joanne, it changed this year. Yeah, the next one is a point.
The new ruling coming into effect with the cautions, it now takes 3 cautions on a man before a point is awarded. That coming into play right here, the match would have been 2-1 last year.
Oh boy, am I hurt.
That's a point, 2-1. O'Neal has got to be careful about how he sets up. He may get disqualified.
Think that Craig O'Neal would get it after the first 2 times, but no, he has to go for the third, and Ferrari is awarded a point, which cuts O'Neal's margin down 2-1.
I really want to see a match. Bill again with the stand-up, almost getting that escape, but O'Neal is a tight rider. 19 seconds left in the first period. Seems like it's taken forever. There's a silence in the gym, which is really surprising. It's the silence of anticipation. A lot of excitement. 14 seconds left. Billy's got to get that escape. He goes to the match. O'Neal running a half. Billy's got to stay off his back here. He gets the reversal. The reversal with no time left. That's got to... Is there any points awarded? Is there a point awarded? No points are awarded. 2-1, O'Neal from East.
O'Neal gets off lucky that time. Could have been down 3-2, but he maintains his lead, although it is only 1 point.
Ferrari chooses down. This is where O'Neal has got to be careful with how he sets up. Bill Ferrari cannot allow himself to be ridden. There's not enough time in a match. He's working out of bounds. Nobody's going to score there. The ref takes him back to the center of the mat. Ferrari looks a little tired, but then again, he is carrying the extra weight of a 189-pounder. There's another caution going on O'Neal. That is the 4th caution. That will be another point. If this happens again, it will be worth 2 points. And then after that would be a disqualification. Score is 2-2.
O'Neal just has to stop using that move. 4 times it has gone against him.
He's got to wait for the whistle. There's a lot of anticipation on the mat in this whole gym. And I think that may be what's affecting O'Neal, because he doesn't usually do this. Ferrari working to a pace. He's got to stand up. He works away. Did he get the 1 point? No, no point awarded. 2-2 with 1:26 left in the second period. They're going to let Ferrari up, it seems. O'Neal does not want to take the chance of being called out on a disqualification for setting up bad. This might be a smart move on East coaching. Bill seems to be the aggressor here as he's working for the throw against O'Neal. They work out of bounds, though. Ferrari has a problem with his nose. There's going to be injury time. He just did have surgery done on that.
O'Neal didn't even want to chance it that time, just let him stood up.
Where'd he get his 3rd point?
On the escape. Ferrari just had surgery done on his nose not but 3 weeks ago. This could be a big blow against West team if this seems to be serious.
Pain on Billy Ferrari's face. And he gets up.
Cutting the injury time.
And he's
Ferrari is
back.
going to continue. You've got to admire the heart of both of these wrestlers. Ferrari in obvious pain, but does not want to let the team down. This is what it's all about.
I think O'Neal should take definite advantage of that.
They're still on their feet.
Players lock up.
Ferrari goes underneath, which is unusual for him. He's not a shooter. Ferrari seems to be very aggressive, going for the ankle pick, blocking off the shots. O'Neal in pretty deep on a single. Ferrari's got to work his way out of bounds. Gives up the 2-point takedown. A crossface by O'Neal. Ferrari has got to be in pain. He's called
O'Neal
for
trying to get that
stalling.
arm around the front.
Ferrari is called for stalling. O'Neal with another crossface. Ferrari has a heck of a temper. I think that by hitting him in the face, he's just going to make O'Neal is just going to make Ferrari more mad and attack him. 1 point for Ferrari on an escape.
Score is tied now, 4-4 with 32 seconds
Ferrari's
left
in
the second
obvious
period.
pain, but he's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of heart. He will not quit. I don't know whether he's bleeding or not. It's pretty obvious. There may be an unsportsmanlike called against O'Neal if he keeps with the crossface on an obvious injury. That's referee's decision, though. Go in, go in, go in. This is bad. I love this. I love this. Ferrari is still down. I guess the 1 point awarded was not an escape, but a stalling point. There's 32
O'Neal
seconds
again is
left.
going to let Ferrari stand up. Doesn't want to risk any more points.
O'Neal in deep on the single. I don't think there was enough time for them to clear that. Ferrari's got his corner in. That is what his favorite move is. He's got to bring O'Neal to the mat to use it effectively. No points scored as they go out of bounds.
I'm amazed by Ferrari's courage after seriously hurting his nose. He's back in and wrestling like normal.
Both wrestlers are showing a lot of heart and courage.
15 seconds left.
Feet. Both Ferrari goes after O'Neal. He's trying for a throw with an underhook in the head. Goes for the far side cradle. Ferrari is trying to score points any way he knows how.
Ferrari now leading 5-4.
Ferrari with a headlock, but does not finish it, and there are no points awarded as at the buzzer, O'Neal could not escape until right after the buzzer. It was close.
Coach Lou Frank showing Craig O'Neal to stay in there.
O'Neal takes on their feet. Score is 5-4 in Ferrari's favor.
Players lock up again.
O'Neal going after the head.
O'Neal goes low now. Gets Ferrari down.
O'Neal with a 2 point.
Picks up 2 points on the takedown.
Working that crossface again. He's got to be careful how the ref is going to construe that. 1:40 left in the match. Ferrari down 1 point, 6-5. Keep in mind, Ferrari needs a major decision, which is at least 8 points in order for West to win.
O'Neal going to let
O'Neal's
Ferrari
letting
stand
him
up again.
I think Bill is going to look for a throw here because, he's got to take O'Neal to his back. He's got to score big.
Score now tied at 6.
Whichever way it goes, you got to admire both teams for a heck of a match. O'Neal in on a single. Ferrari countering with the whizzer. Ferrari clears enough space. He's trying to work out of bounds. He's not out of bounds before O'Neal can score the 2. O'Neal has a 2-point advantage. 1:16 left in the match. This is where Ferrari's got to just go for the pin. He's got to go for some kind of throw. He's got 1:16 to pull it off. O'Neal has just got to keep it close. You got to admire the courage on both wrestlers' parts. O'Neal is letting Ferrari up again. Score is 8-7, O'Neal's lead from East. Ferrari is trying to get in tight, can't do it. O'Neal gets to a single, to a double. Ferrari trying to hold
Throws
on.
Ferrari down.
He's on
Looking
his
for the
back.
pin.
Ferrari is on his back. That whistle was blown. I don't know what the A locked hands call. On who, I have no idea. And why, I have no idea. But Bill scores the extra point for a locked hands call on Craig O'Neill. I don't know how it happened.
With under a minute left in the third, O'Neill is up 10-8.
Score now is 10-8. 58 seconds left in the match. Ferrari has got to pin at this point. O'Neill letting him up again.
O'Neill
They're
quickly
in
grabs
tight.
him.
No points were awarded for an escape. Ferrari going for the throw. Can't get it. He is on his
O'Neill
back.
looking to pin Ferrari. Has one shoulder down, looking
Ferrari's
for the
in
second.
trouble. Ferrari's
signal
in-
from the
he rolls
referee.
it through. He rolls off of his back. You gotta admire both teams for a heck of a match.
O'Neill goes up 13-7 with under half a
Bragg
minute left.
throwing Weismer to the chair, I believe it is. Both teams, what's that point for? What was that for? 22 seconds left in the match, 13-9. All coaches have shown a lot of class throughout this very close match. 13-9, O'Neill's
And listen
lead.
to these East fans.
Oh, wait a minute. Caution on East. That's 2 points. That's 2 points. That should be a 2-point in West's favor. If O'Neill should make that mistake one more time, West will win on a disqualification. Which you hate to see, but it happens.
I have no idea why O'Neill did that, why he would not just let him stand up again and not risk the points.
Come on, Billy!
Beyond me.
Go O'Neill!
I'm a coach, too.
Go Craig! Go Craig!
Cover up your mic real quick.
Hey, Billy! Billy!
Come on, Bill.
Go Craig!
I got it covered, sir. What's in this? Here it comes.
See what O'Neill does this time. He goes around the body.
Wait, there's a caution on West, on Billy Ferrari this time.
O'Neill gets away with it that time, but I still think you should have let him stand up.
I don't know what the caution was for, but there was a caution somewhere. Made everybody think. Wait. (13-11), O'Neill's lead.
21 seconds left. O'Neill gets away with it
Ferrari
that time
faces,
again.
he's trying for a throw. He needs a throw and he knows it. He gets the
O'Neill
throw!
is being
He
pinned.
gets the
What gets out of it?
1 point escape, 13-12.
5
Ferrari trying to
seconds.
throw again. It's not gonna
2,
happen.
1.
What a
It's
match.
over. O'Neill wins 15-12.
What a meet. Both schools have nothing to be ashamed of. That's what a crosstown rivalry is. There may be upsets, and that's what it's about. One thing about this sport is anybody, as Aaron takes the
East
last
goes
forfeit
up
for East.
32-25. And then Aaron Schaffer picks up a win by a forfeit. And East wins this crosstown rival tonight by a score of 32-25. Another crosstown rival victory for the Cougars.
Score at the end of the match is 32-25 as East pulls the win out. From Ron Spitz and Michael Wright, have a good night.